Welcome. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden world that builds our world, industrial automation, and this incredible revolution known as Industry 4.0.
Have you ever just stopped to think about the device you're watching this on right now? Or maybe the car you drive? How are these complex products made with such incredible speed and, near perfect precision day in and day out? Well, the answer lies in a massive transformation happening inside factories all over the globe.
And that answer is a concept called industrial automation. The basic idea is actually pretty simple, but it's also profound. It's all about technology that allows machines, and even entire factories, to run themselves with minimal human guidance. This is really the engine that drives modern manufacturing.
But, and this is super important to understand, this isn't just a simple story about robots taking jobs. It's a much bigger, more systematic approach. The real goal here is to optimize the entire production value chain, from raw materials all the way to the finished product, making everything faster, smarter, and way more efficient.
Okay, so to really get a grip on the revolution we're living through today, we kind of have to see it as the latest chapter in a much bigger story. The story of 4 distinct industrial revolutions. The first revolution, right? It gave us power, running factories with steam. The second gave us scale, thanks to electricity and the assembly line. The third? That's when we gave machines a brain. The first computers and programmable logic controllers, or PLCs, which let us automate single tasks. And that brings us to today, Industry 4.0, which isn't just about smart machines, it's about getting them all to talk to each other through data.
And this fourth revolution is built around one central concept, the smart factory.
So what exactly is a smart factory? Look, it's way more than just a building with some automated machines. I want you to picture it more like a living, breathing digital ecosystem. It's this intelligent, fully integrated environment where the physical processes and the digital systems merge and communicate seamlessly. A smart factory is built in layers, kind of like a digital pyramid. At the very bottom, you have the physical layer. These are the senses of the factory, like temperature sensors and robotic arms. Next up, the control layer is the local brain, using those PLCs we mentioned to make split-second decisions for individual machines. The supervision layer, with systems like SCADA, gives humans that bird's-eye view, almost like an air traffic control tower for the whole factory floor. And finally, the enterprise layer connects all of this to the business itself, so a customer's order can automatically inform the production schedule. Each layer talks to the one above it, creating this seamless flow of information.
Now, this whole thing is powered by an incredible suite of technologies. The Internet of Things, or IoT, is what connects every single machine, sensor, and tool, letting them constantly share data. AI and big data act as the analysts, sifting through all that information to spot inefficiencies or even predict when a machine might break down. And maybe the most futuristic piece of the puzzle is the digital twin, an exact virtual replica of the entire factory, where you can test changes and run simulations without ever risking the real-world production line.
All right, so we've talked about the what and the how, but here's the crucial point. Why does any of this matter? What's the real, tangible impact of this revolution? Honestly, the difference is like night and day. Before, productivity was tied to human work hours. Now, factories can operate 24/7. Quality, which could be variable, is now relentlessly consistent and precise. And, most importantly, safety has improved dramatically, because automation takes over the dangerous tasks, moving workers out of harm's way. And to give you a real-world example of what that quality level looks like, just check out this number. This is the quality rate achieved by the Siemens Amberg factory in Germany, which is a prime example of an Industry 4.0 facility. That is a nearly unimaginable level of perfection, made possible by this integrated, intelligent approach. Of course, a change this massive doesn't come easy. It's really important to look at the road ahead and understand the very real challenges that come along with this new era. These challenges really fall into 2 main buckets. On the tech side, when everything is connected, the risk of cyber threats just skyrockets, posing a danger not just to data, but to physical operations. And on the human side, there's the skills gap. The workforce urgently needs new skills to design, operate, and maintain these advanced systems, which means a huge effort is needed in reskilling and upskilling. And this brings us to a really key idea about what's next. The future isn't a battle of humans versus machines. It's about collaboration. We're seeing the rise of cobots, or collaborative robots, which are designed to work safely right alongside people, combining human ingenuity with robotic precision and strength. So, as we wrap up this explainer, we're left with a powerful question to think about. In a world where machines are becoming smarter and more capable all the time, what does that mean for us?
As automation handles the repetitive, predictable jobs, what will be the next unique role for humans in the factory of the future?